Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me? So, what did you say? What did she say? She said anyone in Abuja. See, please call her and ask her in the lab what she wants to. Okay, sir. Please tell me, sir.
Turkish airline where deposit around for the tickets.
Okay.
And they will fly on 29th, come back 29th.
With whom?
You feel? Maybe deposit
Maybe with the sister. Maybe it's not. Oh.
When did you come, sir?
No, the one. Is it not Friday? We give me the Friday.
Good evening, everyone. Can you all hear me? Okay, that's good. You can hear me. All right. Okay, so we want to briefly talk about flight that have been cancelled today. Please. Okay, can you conclude this one first, please? I'm sorry about that. So we're going to talk about some of the airlines that have cancelled their flights this week. I'm sorry that I need to put on the mask because I have a client here. So we have to follow the protocol. We'll just wait some few minutes so that other people will join us in order for us to give the updates so I will not repeat what we are going to say.
Hello, sir. Hello?
Did you put the address in Abuja? Put it on Google.
Yes, that's on Google. They will be on this.
Call her direct call.
Hello? Hello, ma'am. Hi, Mrs. Linda. Okay, ma'am, please, I want to ask you something. Where do you prefer to do your lab in Abuja? Okay. Yes. Yes. I don't think I remember the name. Yes, please, ma'am. Yeah, yes, ma'am. Yeah. Then I have the ticket. Number one, I gave him.
The photocopy,
Yes.
I asked you that, tell you that the Ghana Embassy say I should bring that one before they give me visa.
Okay, yes, I have it. I have it.
No, I don't send it to them.
Okay.
That one, a photocopy, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
So you don't see that one for paper.
Yeah, I see it. Okay, so maybe 183 minutes to complete it.
Yeah.
Can I have it? Yes, 17.
So what?
17.
70.
17.
Okay. I think now we can start with more participants. First of all, I want to thank you all for joining the live chat this evening. And as scheduled, we are going to talk about the flights that have been cancelled. Most of our customers, they've been calling us these days asking about their movement. And we want to use this opportunity to explain to everyone out there about Royal Air Maroc. Well, in particular, this is the airline that has cancelled all its flights to Europe. So Royal Air Maroc has cancelled all its flights to Europe or departing from Europe till on the 22nd of May. So that means that if you have your flight or you know anyone who has his flight before on the 22nd of May, there are two options. One, either the person waits patiently for Royal Air Maroc to start, which is from 22nd of May, or the person purchases another ticket. If you are waiting for Royal Air Maroc, remember that it could move, it could not move. So we are not 100% sure if they will move that date of 22nd of May. But if you want to purchase another ticket, in this case, you need to watch out. You need to think very well. You need to watch first, because sometimes there are also other airlines that are also canceling their movement. Sometimes it could be that they did not cancel the movement, but they just changed the date. So in that case, you need to contact your agent or check from the airline when is the next date or the next time of departure or movement. I personally encourage our passengers to, those that have Royal Air Maroc ticket, to go for another airline, because Royal Air Maroc might not move on the 22nd, and this might really affect those who want to come back on time, especially those who have things that they are doing. So if you know that you've scheduled your journey already, please check it properly. Check it, because most of these flights are changing their time and canceling some of the flights. We know the reason why, because many people do ask, what is the reason? Why are they canceling it? We know why. Please excuse me just a minute. Hold on a minute. Okay.
Yes. I can't see it now. Which number did you send it to? Which number?
Please just a minute. Let me conclude with a client.
Yeah.
Very sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. The name, sir. Your name again, please.
Awako Kojo Daniel.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, everyone. I just want to attend to our dear customer here. You are going to Accra, sir. You are going to Accra.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I wanted to see if we can get to Accra the offer of 3 bags. Oh, no, to Accra we don't have it. To Accra we don't have it.
Yes. It's busy now. Yes.
Okay, so she has explained everything to you. Right. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, my dear friends. Okay, we're back online again. Um, please, one more time. Just a minute. Okay, so it is not really easy to work and be online at the same time, but we'll make it for sure. We'll make it. Uh, okay.
Yes, sir.
No. There's a question somebody asked just now, and we are just trying to wait for the person to come online so that we can answer his question. And the person is He said he'll be with us in a few minutes from now. So I don't want to touch on that question. I just want him to be online so that he can follow as well. Okay, Mr. Daniel. Summary. This one. This one.
Yeah.
I'm still online. I'm still online.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really, really sorry. I'm deeply sorry that I'm taking much time, please. Okay, sir. So this is your surname and your name. Please try and check if everything is correct. Hmm? Where did you put that she do the passport? She'll do the test. Abuja, okay. Tell her, did you write the address back, please? Everything is correct, okay. You are moving from Milan Malpensa? Okay. Okay, so give me the phone, please. Make it GT. Okay. Please, everyone, I'll be fully online now. Just want to satisfy our dear clients, our dear customers here. Yeah, the reason why I'm delaying is that I want to send to a client the passenger locator form. Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
All right.
Sorry for the time that we. All right. All right. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. 2 more minutes, then I'll be ready. Oh, yeah. Wow. Should I send it to you? So this work is really, really not easy. It's not easy at all to always. Is that?
No, you're done. You're done. I send it now. Yes. Okay, ma'am. Okay. He's beating on his online. He's still online with you.
Welcome those who are just arriving. You're welcome to our channel. We'll commence very soon now, please. Okay. Okay. Okay, Maureen. You didn't switch off your computer. Hmm?
Okay.
All right. Is there no umbrella? Are you sure?
Huh?
Is there no umbrella there? Okay. Hello? Hello. Yes, good afternoon. Good evening, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Fine, thank you, ma'am. Abema, no vex. Can I call you back, please? I'm on the line. This thing, please, ma'am. Thank you so much. Okay. Please, everyone, please be patient with me. I'm almost done. It's not really easy to, because I have somebody at the airport at the moment who needs my attention, else the person cannot board. So I'm just trying to sort it out first. Please just be patient with me. Mhm. Okay. Okay, Mr. Davison, you're welcome. We are commencing very soon. Okay. All right. Now I'm set for everyone here. I'm so sorry for the time it took me to adjust things. It wasn't that easy, especially with the clients here, and you also online on phone, so it wasn't really easy. For the benefit of those that were not here, that will talk about the airlines that have canceled most of their flights. So we'll talk in particular about Air Maroc. So in case you have any question, please just feel free and ask your question. Just type your question on the chat room so that we can answer your question here. We also noticed that Turkish Airline is also changing the time of flight. Why is all of this important? Well, if you have your flight on a particular date or time, and you are not aware that it has been changed, and you go to the airport, you'll be surprised what will happen. So that is why we want to really talk about it here. Please excuse me. Excuse me. Hello, ma'am. Hello. Yes, ma'am. Mama, I'm sorry, I'm online. We are in an online meeting. Sorry, ma'am. Oh, your COVID result. Okay. All right. I'll send your results now. Uh, hold on, ma. Hold on, ma. I'm sending your results. Yeah. Yeah, that is the 2 pages. Yes, you have 2 pages there. Mm. Yeah, but the lab name is on your test, on your result. Yeah, I'm se- I'm sending you the results. It's on the result. You'll find it on your result. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm sending it. I'm sending it. Okay, ma'am. All right, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. No problem, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. All right, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Bye. Bye. Yes. So sorry once again. It's just the normal thing that do happen here when we are attending clients. It's not an easy task. It's not an easy task. So sorry, everyone. Very sorry that I have to conclude with the passenger in question so that we can all concentrate fully in our program today. Okay. There's actually something I'm looking for here and I can't get it. It's okay. Here it is. I have found it and now I have to send it to. I have to send it across. Please, everyone, please do bear with me. Please, it's not really trying to help out. Okay, 32967. Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here. 329. All right. Somebody just asked a question: which flight is cancelled? Well, like we said before, it's Air Maroc that has been cancelled. Air Maroc has been cancelled. Okay, now let's go to the question that somebody asked this afternoon. The question was, traveling to Africa now, do you need a vaccine? I remember we talked about this in our previous video, or in our previous live video. We really discussed about it, if you need a vaccine or not to travel. But now the question is, do children need a vaccine to travel? Well, just like adults, for now, it is not a requirement. It is not a requirement to travel. Even if you have the vaccine, you still need to run the test. If you run the test, for sure, that will take you through the airport and down to your destination. So if you want to travel, now you need the normal things, the normal procedures, but you need to be at the airport always on time, because this will really help you a lot. It will help. Most people don't know that being early at the airport saves times. It saves your time. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Thank you, sir, for joining us. I received a message. Yes. Okay. Okay. Another thing we want to touch on today is about filling the passenger locator form. Regardless of where you are going, you know that now you need to fill in the passenger locator form. But sometimes this is really difficult for so many of us. The truth is, it is not easy to fill in the passenger locator form. For now, we don't have the means to show you on video how this form is being filled in any country you want to go to. If you're going to UK, you need to fill the passenger locator form. If you're going into US, you need to fill the passenger locator form. If you're going to Canada, you need to fill in the passenger locator form. If you are going to Nigeria, you need to fill in the passenger locator form. If you are going to Ghana, the same. You need to fill in the passenger locator form. Now, this passenger locator form, what does it serve? What is its purpose? Well, this helps the country to locate or to identify the passenger that is coming in to the country. So after running your test, if you've done your test for the pandemic we are in now, you need to fill in also this form before you can travel. For instance, the one of Ghana and Nigeria, you can pay that online. There is a payment that you need to make before you can travel. Sometimes the airlines allow you to go without paying, sometimes they don't. Why the one for UK, United Kingdom, that one is not a payable passenger locator form. It's just to identify you as a passenger who is coming in to the country. And in case of any suspicious or something that is wrong with with maybe a person is infected or has this what is going on today, then they can easily locate you. They can easily find out where that person is. So it's something that we need to really do before traveling. Something that we really need to do before traveling. If we don't do that, it will not. We cannot really travel. We talked about Royal Air Maroc. Well, we don't want to discredit them, but lately their movement is not really encouraging. It's not really encouraging. Some people asked me or told me that Royal Air Maroc will protect or will give another airline to its passengers. Well, I confronted Royal Air Maroc about this, and the answer was absolutely not true. So Royal Air Maroc will not and does not protect you, the passenger, with another airline. And some people also ask if they can get back their money now that Royal Air Maroc is not moving. Royal Air Maroc does not give cash. This is what they confirmed to us. They don't give you cash. What they can give you is a voucher. For those who do not know or what a voucher is, this is just a code number. It's a code number that represents your cash. So they can't give you cash immediately, but rather they give you this voucher, which you will use in turn to purchase another ticket from Royal Air Maroc. So the question is, but now that they are not moving, now that Royal Air Maroc has cancelled its flight, it could be Royal Air Maroc, it could be other airlines who have cancelled its flight. But how or what should I do if they don't give me the cash and I need to return back to my home country, or I need to go back to my resident country, or I have other plans of what I'm going to do? Well, you need to buy a fresh ticket. You just need to buy a fresh ticket, because at the end of the day, you will wait and wait and wait till further notice. The first day they choose was on the 11th of April. And sadly, I put all my passengers, all my clients to that date. And unfortunately now, they are saying they will not move on that date. It was postponed to on the 17th of April. And now It has been postponed again to on the 22nd of May. Can you imagine that? So my encouragement to all those who have traveled out of the country or who have not yet moved is to please purchase another airline. Someone just texted me and asked, which airline can I purchase that is sure? Which airline can I purchase that is sure? Well, the airline that you need to, or that we can 90% guarantee for you, it is true that we cannot 100% guarantee any airline to anybody. The reason is that they can also change their schedule tomorrow. They can change their plan tomorrow. So for that reason, we cannot give you 100% guarantee to the airlines. But we can, like 80% or 90%, tell you to go for Turkish Airlines or Ethiopia Airlines. Yes, Egypt Airline is doing well, is doing quite well. But the only problem with Egypt Airline is that it does not move every day. It does not move every day. So we need to see to that two airlines. Yeah, I'm sorry that I'm not reading the messages. I'm just, okay. Somebody's asking, where is Collins? Well, for now, I'm in Italy. I'm in Italy. Thank you, bro, for asking. I'm in Italy for your concern. But very soon, I will also be traveling. Okay. Yes, to arrive at the airport, Mr. Fair just asked if it is okay to arrive 3 hours before. Well, you should know that now, because of the pandemic, there is a lot going on at the airport. There sometimes they just they ask you to fill forms, and sometimes the check-in desk closes like 1 hour 30 minutes before the departure time. So if you arrive 3 hours before your departure time, it's not bad, it's okay. But the question is, before you check in your luggages, before you fill in the forms, before you do every other thing that you need to do, will the airline wait for you? Well, this is what we need to put into consideration before going there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So let's go back to the two airlines we were discussing before. Someone asked me why did I say Ethiopia Airlines is a bit reliable? Well, we are not also trying to give credit too much credit to Ethiopia Airlines, but from statistics, from our observance, Ethiopia Airlines has not stopped flying even since the pandemic. So it has always been flying and moving till now. So it's very, very reliable as an airline. Please, everyone, excuse me that I take this call. Hello, good evening. Yeah, good evening, ma'am. Yeah. Okay, for your test. Okay, please, ma, what is the name, ma? Okay, Osayende Faith. Okay. It's okay. Osayende Faith. Okay, just send me your document again, please. Yeah. Yeah. How many passengers? Two. Okay, you are four. Oh, yeah, yeah. Omorege Austin. Okay. Sorry. Omoroge Austin. Okay. Omoroge. Okay. Oh, you are going to UK. All right. We are just online. We're even discussing about things that you need to go to UK. Okay, all right. Okay, you are connected. All right, okay. I will answer your question now. Okay. All right. Okay, ma. Bye. All right, Mrs. Omoroge, your question is very interesting. Very interesting. I know you have kids of young ones below below 6, I think. Um, the one of 6 years will be you need to run the test for the one of 6 years. But below 6 years, that one does not need a test before traveling. But you see, like every other airlines, things are really changing. Before you travel, before you embark on your journey, or before even preparing, concluding the preparation, please find out if there is any changes to your departure. And I know that some people flight has been cancelled to UK, even the ones of these days. Even my own flight has been cancelled. So we can't do much about that. We can't do much about it. Especially Ryanair. Ryanair recently has cancelled so many flights. So please watch out well. Control your ticket again. If you don't understand it, give us a call. Call your agent. If you cannot contact the airline, we encourage you to call your agent to find out if your movement still stands. So for those going to UK, we've said it before, we'll repeat it again for the benefit of those who are just joining us. After running your test, please remember to bring the result to me, or if you can, to fill in your passenger locator form. And after that, you need to also pay for the 2 days and 8 days kit. 2 days and 8 days kit. I will explain that again, what it means. Well, this is a payment you make to the United Kingdom, and they will select a lab for you where they will send you a kit to your home. This kit will be used to carry out the test for you in your own private home. So this is interesting and it is good because unlike Scotland, where you go to Scotland and you will be asked to quarantine in any of the hotel, paying about £1,700. That is much. It's really, really much. So it is better that we do it in our various homes. If we do it in our various homes, it's cheaper. So you just need to pay for the kits that you will use. And after paying for that kit, after paying for the kit that you're going to use, you will, okay. Mr. Oyi, please, I will come to your question very soon. But after paying for the kit, you can run the test 2 days or 3 days after you arrive in UK. And this will help you not to do the 14 days or 10 days quarantine indoor. So the question is, can I do without it? Can I go without paying for the kits, the 2 days and 8 days kits? Well, sadly, no. You can't do without it. You must pay for it before you arrive at the airport. You must pay for it. Okay, let's take one of these questions. The question is, okay, where do we fill these forms? Is it at the airport or where? Well, let's differentiate it. Let's understand it better. There are different types of forms that we need to fill. The ones that we fill in online should be done, or we need to do it before we arrive at the airport. That is the passenger locator form, PLF. That one we need to fill it online. If you don't know how to do it, very soon we'll also be enlightening or showing everyone how to fill the passenger locator form by yourself. But for other forms, when you get to the airport, there are also forms that you need to fill. Some of these forms are the declaration form of where you are going, where you are coming from. Is similar to passenger locator form. The difference is that with the one you fill at the airport, you leave it with the airport personnel and the airlines. So the airlines and the airport personnel, they know that you moved from so place, from so address, and you are going to so place. In case there is any suspect of any of this of the pandemic, they can easily reach you and contact you. Please, I'm coming. Let me quickly answer this call. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Hello, caller. Hello. Okay, we missed the call. So, is it Mr. George who asked the question or Mr. Daniel? Yeah, Mr. Daniel. So that forms, you need to fill them. The ones we were explaining the difference here actually. So the one you fill at the airport helps the airport personnel and the airlines to know where you are going and where you are coming from. Why the one you fill online, the passenger locator form you fill online, that helps the country, your destination country, to know where you are coming from, where you've transited, the places you've visited, and this will help them to know how to guide your movement when you arrive at the country or in the country where you are going. So you see, there are so many complications in traveling today. That is why we encourage people that if you don't have anything to do or you're just traveling for fun, the encouragement is to stay home. Stay home for now. Apart from the risk in it, there is also the challenges of traveling with a lot of stress. So that is about the passenger locator form and all the forms that we need to fill online. Please excuse me, I will have a caller. Hello, sir. Good evening. Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Yeah. Okay. The one online. We are explaining about the cancellations of flights, which yours happen to be one of them. So if you can join in so that you follow up, please. Join in the live video we are doing now. Yes, it's live. Yeah. That is you're in Nigeria. Yeah, it's Nigeria problem. If you buy data, you need to also buy network along. Okay. Yeah, we're talking about what you need to do. What you need to do with this cancellation of airlines. What do you need to do? Should you continue to, we're talking about Air Morocco, for instance. Do you need to continue to wait for Air Morocco for them to resume? Well, we don't know when they will resume. You understand? We don't know. Or you get your money back. So this is the one of the topic we also discussed on here. Can you get your money back? Well, we know the law of Air Morocco. It's not possible for you to get your money back, but they give you a voucher. What does it mean, a voucher? So you see how beneficial it is for you to join in the live video, the live chat. Well, it means that they will give you a code. This code represents the money they're supposed to give to you. Yeah, and you can use it. You can use to purchase Air Morocco again. You can only use to purchase Air Morocco when they will start moving. No, you cannot use it to purchase another airline. Sorry, I need to repeat your questions for the benefit of those who are listening. So my caller is asking if he can use the voucher to purchase another airline. Well, a very good question. It is not possible for you to purchase another airline with the voucher of Air Morocco or with any other airline. It is not possible. So what you do with the voucher, if you don't have any, okay, sir. If you don't have anything to do with the voucher, you can keep it for 1 year and 6 months. That is it for 18 months. After 18 months, yes, after 18 months, then you will call Royal Air Morocco again. Then they will refund the cash to you. Yeah, but you need to calculate it. Yeah, you need to calculate it from the day they issue the voucher to you. You need to calculate it from the day they issue the voucher to you. Yeah. Yeah. If you can help me to give the voucher, then help me to buy ticket with your own money first. Okay. So that when the money come, you can collect it. Okay. If I come over there, you give the voucher as a guarantee. If I come over there, I'll give you the money back. Okay, sir. So. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So you. Yeah. So. All right, so we will apply for the voucher. We'll apply for the voucher, and then later we'll find out the best solution for your return. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Hello, sir. Thank you for your calling. So for every other details, we'll talk about it some other time, okay?
Okay, please don't forget what I told you. Please help me with the airline. So you keep the voucher for me, please.
Okay, tomorrow we'll apply for the voucher. We'll apply for the voucher tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
Okay,
Thank you so much. Okay, thank you for calling. Okay, so we thank that caller for bringing those points out, those questions. If you can use the voucher to purchase another airline, maybe using Royal Air Maroc voucher to purchase Turkish Airlines. No, it is not possible. It is not possible. But you can keep it, and after a year and 6 months, according to Royal Air Maroc rules or law, after a year and 6 months, then you can now request for the cash. Okay, now let's go to Mr. Oye's question. How long you gonna be in Italy? Because I need to do a Schengen insurance for right. Okay. Well, I don't know yet how long I will be in Italy. I might still be here for the next 2-3 days, but I don't know yet. I don't know how long I will stay. But for now, I'm here. Okay. Okay. And if you want the Schengen insurance, no problem. You can come to the office, or you can just give us a call, and then we'll see how to fix it out. Thank you very much, Mr. Oyi, for joining us, and also for your question, interesting question. Mr. George, how much is ticket from Italy to Nigeria? Wow, we have so many good offers now. For instance, we have an offer of 3 bags for those who are doing business, who are like, take things down to Africa and bring them back. We have offer to Nigeria now of 3 bags. You have 23, 23, 23, and then you have 8-kilo hand luggage. So it's very interesting, very interesting. The price varies. The price depends on the time period you're living when you want to travel to Africa. So for the price, please, you can just give us a call, contact us, or come straight to our office, where we'll let you know how much those offers can cost. And then we have Sophia asks, but the office is always open? Yes, our office is always open. We are open from 9:30 a.m. Then we go on break by 1 p.m. That is Italian time. And then we open again from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. in the afternoon, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the morning shift. But on Wednesdays, we are not open in the afternoon, only on Wednesdays. But Saturday morning, we are also here from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Saturdays. We are always here. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Daniel, how do you want to fill the passenger locator form? Yeah, it's not too difficult. It's not difficult to fill in the passenger locator form. Well, we'll show this well in our next live chat, because I'm trying to install a program where, while I'm operating it, you can see how it is being done, how we fill in the passenger locator form. Okay, but I will show you the link, and very soon we'll show everybody how it is done. Okay. Okay, the question came in. What do we need to do? Sorry, I didn't get that question well. What do we need to do or where do we need to do Schengen insurance? Okay, if the question is where do we need to do Schengen insurance, well, you can do Schengen insurance in our office. Yes, you can come to our office, and that is why we are here to give you the best services, the best service that you deserve. You deserve it. So the Schengen insurance has a cost depending on the period that the person is going to stay in any of the European country. Okay. Somebody also asked a question: the Royal Air Maroc that has been cancelled, which area? Well, it's all of the European country. Royal Air Maroc cancelled its flight to all European countries. So outside European countries, it is possible that they are moving. Their flight is okay. Yeah, the airline that offer the 3 bags. Yeah, we have the airline that offers 3 bags. The airline is Turkish Airline. Turkish Airline has given us 3 bags to sell. It's not an offer to all agents. No, it's an offer to some few agents. And I would say, especially to us, so that because we have a lot to do with Turkish Airlines. So whenever you want to purchase the ticket, Mr. Daniel, feel free to come to us, and you will see that if you don't get 3 bags to where you're going, you will get a good price to where you are going. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, what are the documents required to fill in for the insurance, for the Schengen insurance? Okay, let me see. Please, Sophia, I don't understand that question well. Is it past documents required for traveling? Okay, Sophia, when your question is cleared, I will answer it. But for the meantime, let's answer Mr. Samuel Anele's question. Okay, welcome, bro. Welcome to our live chat. Do you know why they canceled all their flights to the EU? Well, the answer to that question is what all airline companies are using. The excuse they are using, they said, is due to the pandemic. Well, now most countries, they want to first finish the vaccination to their citizens. So that is why they try to block countries that are in the red zone, so to speak. And we know that just yesterday, Italy came out of red zone, France, red zone, Germany, red zone. So I believe it's due to this that they canceled those flights to Europe. But the funniest thing about it is this, about Royal Air Maroc. They canceled the flight. If you have a ticket with them, or you've scheduled your movement with them, let's take, for example, you're moving from Italy to Nigeria, for instance, and you know that you must transit in Casablanca, Morocco. So what happened is that they cancel your flight from Italy to Casablanca, and they leave open from Casablanca to Lagos. The question is, why would they do that? Yes, they told us that it's our responsibilities to call or to contact our agent and find out. And in turn, the agent needs to cancel that trip. If you do not cancel the trip, they will put the one from Casablanca to Lagos in no show. So what does that mean, no show? Well, it means that it's your fault for not turning up. It's your fault for not turning up. And sometimes they fine you for that if you want to change the ticket. They fine you for it that you didn't come to the airport to board your flight. So we need to really, really be careful on that aspect. If you know that your flight has been cancelled by Royal Air Maroc, then contact your agent or contact the airline itself and cancel the whole trip, because you can't go halfway. Else, they will fine you for it for not coming to the airport. Okay. So I believe Mr. Samuel have answered that question. Thank you very much for that wonderful question, because people are asking, people want to know why. Why would they cancel my flight? Why would they cancel it? Sometimes they don't even inform us, the agent. If not that we were on their nerves these days, now they start calling even passengers. Sometimes they send a question to the passenger. They send a question. They send a message to the passengers and let them know that this flight have been cancelled. So please always check your phone. Sometimes they will cancel. They will send you a message. Don't forget to always check your phone. Okay. Especially when you have urgent trip to make. All right. Okay. So I suppose that Sophia wants to know what are the documents you need to travel these days, especially with this period we are in now. Well, the most important document that you can never forget when you are traveling is your passport, your international passport. So wherever you're going, you still need to take your passport. But if you are going to any of the Schengen country, then you don't need your international passport. Well, if you are a citizen of the European Union. But if not, you still need your passport to travel to any of the European countries. If you are traveling out of the European Union or European countries, then you still need your passport, and you need also your permit, residence permit, before you can travel. Okay. So sometimes when you're filling the the passenger locator form, people ask, what do I need to bring? Well, the first thing is your passport, because that passenger locator form is connected to your passport. Is connected to your passport. And I want to briefly explain it also, the Ghana passenger locator form. Well, there are two types in the Ghana passenger locator form. If you have the Italian passport or a foreign passport which is not a Ghanaian, then you need to pay $150 to book for your test when you arrive in Ghana. But if you have the Ghanaian passport, then you need to pay $50 when you arrive. You need to pay it before you can travel. So when you get to Ghana, they will run the test at the airport, right there at the airport. What about our passengers who are going to or who travel most times to Cotonou, to Benin, Republic of Benin? Well, these ones, they don't need to run the test here or where they are moving from, but they need to also fill in the passenger locator form and pay for the test. And that costs about 90 to 100 euro if you are filling that, if you are paying for it. And when you arrive Cotonou, they will run the test, but they will keep your passport for 3 days until the result is out. So when you have the result, then they cannot give you your passport before you continue your journey if you are leaving Cotonou or Benin Republic. Sometimes our passengers who are going to Nigeria through Cotonou, they find it this very difficult. They don't know if they should wait for 3 days in Benin Republic, or they should first go to Nigeria and then come back. Well, if your route or your itinerary is from any of the European country or any place to Cotonou, and then from Cotonou back to your country of residence or home country, in that case, we encourage you to leave your passport with them. You go to your trip or to your vacation or wherever, and then you come back. When you are coming back 2 days to your departure, they need to run another test for you. So in that case, you can take your passport instead of going and coming back to and fro for your passport. So this will help you to also economize your time and your money. Okay. Okay, Mr. Samuel, do you know the procedure for getting the correct COVID test documents for travel to Nigeria? Yes, Mr. Samuel, nice question. Thank you very much. This is an excellent question. Yeah, most of the documents that you need to for the correct COVID test in Nigeria, to travel to Nigeria, is you need to run the test here first. You need to run the test here, and with your result, before people think that you need a result of 48 hours or 96 hours. Well, actually, Nigeria requests for 5 days or 6 days of COVID of results before you can travel to Nigeria. 6 days. But where do we now have the 96 hours? Well, the 96 hours come in when you are transiting, when you want to transit. If you have a flight that is moving from, I give an example, from Heathrow in UK, straight to Lagos, in that case, you need a test that lasts for 5 or 6 days. But if you are transiting in, let's give an example, in Holland, for example, it's a different ballgame. If you are transiting in Holland, you need to make your test 96 hours. And if you are using KLM, the Holland flight, then you need to run another test at the airport. So apart from having your test done, when you get to the airport, KLM requires you to run another test. And that test is called the antigenic test. So for those who are traveling these days, with KLM, watch out that they will ask you to run another test, the antigenic test, even though you've done the PCR or the SARS-2. Even though you've done that, they will still ask you to run or to do the antigenic test. How long does that last? Well, antigenic test, they want it for at least 4 hours before your departure. 4 hours before your departure. So now this now tied to our initial discussion. How long should I be at the airport? So if you are using KLM, for instance, and you arrive at the airport 2 hours before or 3 hours before, you see for sure you will miss your flight. It has happened before that people go to the airport, before they go run the antigenic test and come back, the flight has moved. Maybe they see the flight up going. So that is why we encourage you to be at the airport on time. 5 hours is not a big deal. You can always wait for the airline, but the airline cannot wait for you if you are not at the airport waiting for them. So remember that if you are using KLM, they will request this. So be at the airport on time. On time. Okay. Well, nice question, Mr. Daniel. Thank you for the excellent question. Well, if you have the result, you need to contact your lab or the hospital where you did the test for the result. But most times, I do help people to download the result from their website, from this lab website or the hospital's website. Why I normally do that is because of the time. Because sometimes people do the test a day to their departure date. Take for instance, if you are traveling tomorrow, you can do your test today. And if you do your test today, you get your result today. Before it was like 2-3 days before you get your result. But now it's 24 hours. In 24 hours, you get your result done, at least in Europe. In Britain, for instance, some hospitals or lab takes like 2 days before you can get your result. So over there, you need to run your test on time. But if you are traveling from Europe, you can do your test a day too. But make sure that they assure you that the test will be out in 24 hours. I had a client today that moved this evening, or that moved this evening, and the passenger did the test this morning. And by 3:30, I downloaded the result for the passenger, and now the result is out. So, Mr. Daniel, if you're not so sure of going to the lab to get your result, or you can't go there, when you are running the test, let them give you the password and the username where you can download your test. Or you can equally give them your email and tell them to send the result to your email. Should I print this test, or every document I have to travel, must I print them on paper before traveling? Well, I believe it's a personal choice, and sometimes it depends also on the airport where you are traveling from or where you are going. I personally, I don't travel with papers. I have everything on my phone. So you can download the result and have it on your phone, or you can have your ticket on your phone, whatever you are using to travel, you can put them on your phone. When you get to the airport, it is easier for you to present or to show to the airport personnel. But sometimes you need to be careful as well, because your phone can go off or your network might fail you. So that is where it is important that we have the paper of what we are using to travel. Please excuse me, everyone. Let me take this call. Hello, caller. Good evening. Hello, good evening, sir. Please on the line. Mr. Eddie. Okay, Mr. Eddie. Okay, you want a ticket? Okay, yes, you called this afternoon. Okay. Oh, you're traveling with sleep. You're traveling with sleep. Yeah, you said that. You said that. Yeah. Okay, all right. Okay, sir. Mm-hmm. Okay, sir. Okay. Okay, sir. All right. Okay. Do you have just 5 minutes, please?
5 minutes.
Yeah, to explain something to you.
Okay.
All right. So I'm sending you a link now. And then you just join the live video so that I can explain or answer your question so that other people can also benefit from it.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Oh, that's good. All right. So let me answer. All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, sure.
But I have to call so that
I will know.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. For the price.
So you can start your program.
Okay. For the price, I'll give you privately. But now let me answer your question. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Yeah. Yes, so Mr. Edison, thank you very much for reminding me that question you asked before this afternoon. Now let's discuss it more. If you are traveling with slip, what is this? Well, the slip is a receipt. When you are traveling with a receipt, the receipt is what they give to you when you want to renew your your residence permit. When you want to renew your residence permit in any of the European country, they give you a slip or a receipt that proves that you are renewing your document because your residence permit has expired. So in this case, what you do is you can travel with the receipt and your expired permanent or residence permit along with your passport, obviously. But which airline should you use? Please excuse me, let me take this caller. Hello, good evening. Sì, buonasera. Ok. Scusa, non ho capito. Tu abiti qua in Italia e hai tua mamma in Brasile. Vuoi che tua mamma viene qua? Non ha la residenza, ma tu hai la residenza? Oh, sì, Sì, tua mamma può venire in Italia se tu hai la residenza. Sì. I documenti che devi fare. Ok, puoi raggiungerci sul nostro live video su YouTube, è quello che stiamo proprio spiegando adesso. Sì, c'è gente che sono qui e stiamo spiegando i documenti praticamente che servono per viaggiare. Sì, sì. Su YouTube ci trovi. Il nome è Easy Price Travel, cioè Empoli, Ancona, Savona, York. Empoli, Ancona, Savona, York. Palermo, Roma, Imola, Como, Empoli. Torino, Roma, Ancona, Verona, Empoli, Livorno. Sì, sì, adesso ti spiego, oppure spiego su online i documenti che servono. Sì, e poi un'altra cosa che volevo chiedere, ehm, tua mamma ha visto? Ok, ok. Sì, ho capito, sì, 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 quello di 3 mesi, ok. Va bene, io devo raggiungere i... Mhm, ok, ah, bene, ok. Mhm, ok, va bene, sì, sì. E puoi raggiungerci su live video così gli spiego, insomma, ok? Va bene? Sì, va bene. Sì, grazie mille. A dopo. Ciao, ciao. I'm so sorry for that, everyone. Sorry for the interruption. My caller was asking a question that is also very important not just to him but also to us as agent and also to our viewers. Well, he asked about bringing somebody from Brazil with this pandemic period, if it is possible. Well, when it comes online, I'm going to like explain this in Italian language in case if you're following us and you don't understand Italian language, but don't worry, we'll also translate what we are going to talk about. Okay. Okay. Let's see if our caller is here. Okay, I think he's here. Ok, buonasera. Buonasera. Allora, quello che ci ha chiamato prima, che chiedeva se può venire sua mamma da Brasile in Italia. È possibile poter venire qua, anche se questi giorni non è così semplice viaggiare, soprattutto da paese dall'estero a proprio paese. Ok? Solo un secondo. Ok. Allora, quali documenti servono per viaggiare da Brasile per entrare in Italia, per venire in Italia? Se devo portare mia mamma. Allora, ci sono due modi, ci sono due cose che servono, oppure ci sono due tipi di venire in Italia. Può chiedere un visto oppure può chiedere un ricongiungimento familiare oppure può chiedere un visto o una specie di documento come un visto elettronico di turismo. Ok? Ok. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Vivian. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much for your support. Great. Thank you for coming. Ok, back to our explanation. Ritorniamo su quello che stavamo dicendo prima. Non vi preoccupate che dopo don't worry that I will explain or translate what I'm going to explain to our dear follower who wants to know some of the documents that is being required to come to Italy. Ok, quindi se tu stai lavorando bene e vuoi portare tua mamma qui, si può chiedere un visto, una specie di visto che viene tua mamma qui per turismo, per stare con la famiglia. È possibile. Quali sono i documenti che servono? Beh, prima di tutto è il passaporto, perché il passaporto è importantissimo. Quando uno deve viaggiare, deve avere un passaporto. Quello è proprio importante. Oltre al passaporto, c'è la nulla osta che può richiedere una nulla osta dall'ambasciata italiana in Brasile, oppure lei che è qua può chiedere di portare sua mamma dall'ambasciata oppure dalla questura di Italia e gli chiede che vuole portare sua mamma qui. I documenti che chiederanno sono documenti di lavoro, permesso di soggiorno, se ha permesso di soggiorno, se non ha permesso di soggiorno chiederanno il passaporto se è cittadino italiano, se no deve presentare il passaporto, permesso di soggiorno, e se no deve anche portare, oltre a questi, deve portare il documento di lavoro, cioè il contratto di lavoro, deve portare anche movimento bancario, cioè praticamente sono le cose necessarie per chiedere un visto normale. Anche se deve stare per 3 mesi, ci vogliono tutti i documenti che si usa per chiedere un visto. Quindi, passaporto della parte di sua mamma è necessario. Dalla sua parte è necessario anche il passaporto, permesso di soggiorno, contratto di lavoro, serve anche movimento bancario e poi serve anche documenti dei figli, se ha dei figli, perché questo aiuterà per capire che sua mamma sta venendo per visitare la famiglia. Ok? Comunque approfitteremo, cioè se può passare in ufficio, passa in ufficio pure, se non sa dov'è il nostro ufficio, gli do l'indirizzo. Stiamo in via Bolzano, numero 12A, Verona. Quando viene mi dice che è quello che aveva chiamato per sapere cosa ci vuole per portare sua mamma in Italia. Beh, parliamo anche della situazione di pandemia che siamo adesso. È possibile che venga sua mamma anche se ha visto oppure se ha i documenti giusti necessari per venire? Sì, può venire. L'ingresso da... Allora, vi leggo quello che dice il decreto. Allora, il decreto qua dice l'ingresso e il traffico aereo dal Brasile sono consentiti, cioè sono consentiti che sua mamma oppure i cittadini brasiliani entrano in Italia, non hanno problemi di venire. Però c'è da dire che da 2 aprile il Ministero italiano della Salute ha prorogato le restrizioni previste dall'ordinanza del Ministero di Salute del 13 febbraio. Cioè, cosa vuol dire? Che comunque che possono entrare, però devono rispettare queste restrizioni oppure queste leggi che il decreto ha stabilito. Cioè fare quarantene, deve fare quarantena in casa di 14 giorni, di 10 giorni, oppure deve avere un test di Covid da Brasile. Quindi sono queste cose qua questi documenti qua che servono per venire. Comunque, quando verrà in ufficio, noi spiegheremo ancora di più di quello che avrà bisogno di portare sua mamma. For the benefit of those who speak English, scusami che adesso devo spiegare perché la maggior parte di quelli che sono collegati oggi parlano inglese e mi sembra giusto che loro capiscano quello che noi stiamo dicendo. So, we just answered our caller's question if he can bring somebody from Brazil to Italy, which is possible. It's very possible. When it comes to the restrictions due to the pandemic, Italy still allows people to come from Brazil. They still allow people to come from Brazil, but you need to stay. You need to adhere to all the restrictions or rules about this situation, the pandemic that we are in. And some of these restrictions or rules are like you need to present a test, a negative test. You need to also fill in the passenger locator form. You need to use mask. You need to sanitize your hands. All of these are very important, or they are rules that you must follow. Now we want to talk also. Let me just quickly add to the caller's question. Scusi, quello che non mi sono dimenticato di dire è quando sua mamma viene, deve compilare un modulo online che sta venendo sua mamma da Brasile in Italia. Quindi questo è importantissimo. Comunque quando verrà ti spieghiamo tutto e li aiuteremo a fare ciò che dobbiamo fare. Okay? So back to the English session. Okay. Wow, today we've done a lot. We've really answered a lot of questions. So what do we want to talk about now? Let me see if we have some questions pending that we didn't answer. Let me see if we have some questions here. Questions is oh yes, this one is very interesting, very interesting. Somebody asked in case he wants to bring his child from Africa to Europe, a minor child. Well, if you want to bring your child from Africa to Europe, you need to know some of the documents that you need. And some of these documents are the child's own document, the passport, the residence permit, your own passport, your residence permit in case you are not a citizen, and you need to fill a form that is the accompanied minor. So you need to fill a form that proves that you are delegating to that person to take your child or to bring your child to Europe. So if you don't fill that form, for sure, they will not allow you to bring the child to Europe. And sometimes the document that the child has might be linked or attached to your own document. In that case, only you can go and bring the child because it is stated in that document that it could be your residence permit, it could be your ID card, but where it is stated that this child cannot travel with any other person except you, you are the one that should go bring the child to wherever you are going. So remember, you need your documents, passport, permanent residence permit, the child's passport, the child residence permit, and then the person who will take the child to the airport, that is the person who will accompany the child to the airport, you need to also fill in that person's name and every information or data of that person. You need to also have a copy of the person's document, and these copies need to be given to the airlines or the airline that you are going to use for the journey. The person who is going to receive the minor or the child, that person needs also to bring a copy of his document, and that document or that copy will be given to the airline as well. Why is this vital? Why is it important? It is very important because when the airline gets to the airport, to the destination, they will not give that child to anybody unless the document or the person's document that they have. And we know the gravity if they misplace a child, what it means for them, for the airlines. So it's not just something simple that we do just because we want to do it, but we need to really watch out well to see what we need to do to be able to bring our child to wherever we want to go. Well, these are some of the questions that we are being bombarded every day. Honestly, there are lots and lots and lots that I can't really remember now. And I know for sure when these people come online, they will for sure remind me of these questions. So I'm pleading to everyone who are present here today to please share this link, or whenever we have live chat, just share the link to as many people as you can. It doesn't cost. And then share some of the videos or all the videos with everyone so that they too, they will benefit from all these questions or the answers to these questions. Sometimes I'm always on phone. But people ask, Collins, oh, why are you always on phone? Well, I'm always on phone to answer questions like these. So this medium is a good one. Like the one we discussed today. If somebody should call and ask the same question, it's just for the person to go watch the video and get his or her answers from there. Or all of our friends who are watching us can also explain to other people of what they've heard. You can confirm anything we say here, you can confirm it anywhere. So it's very accurate and very sure. And remember that time changes all the time. Things are changing. So what we say today might change tomorrow. For instance, we talk about running the test due to the pandemic. Tomorrow, this might change as well. It could be that they will not ask for a test, but they could ask for a vaccine card. We don't know. So as long as the things are changing, we'll continue to change also or to update the requirements that we all need to travel. I also know that we have people connecting from Canada, straight from Canada, and very soon they will tell us also what is happening there. They will let us know what is truly happening there in Canada. Miss Beidou, Rosina, you're welcome to our chat. You're welcome. Okay, Mr. George, sorry, I skipped your comment. I skipped your question. You were talking about sleep document issues before the call came. Oh yes, you are right. You are right. Thank you very much, Mr. George, for reminding me about the sleep. Well, we were talking about the receipt of renewal of permanent or residence permit. The renewal of residence permit, which is the receipt when you put in to renew your document. In Europe, they give you a receipt. So that receipt, you can travel with it. You can travel with it. But which airline do you need to use? What are the airlines that you need to use? The airlines from Europe are mainly 4. Before, we were having 5 airlines, but one was no more in function, and then now we have 4. And these are Ethiopian Airlines, Turkish Airlines, Egypt Airlines, and Royal Air Maroc. So these are the 4 airlines that move from Europe to Africa. Well, if you are moving from France, then you should add Air France. Why did we not mention any of those airlines? It depends on where you are moving from. It depends on actually where you are departing from. If you are departing from Italy, for instance, you cannot use Air France. Why? Because any airline that transits in the European Union or in any of the European countries will not accept the receipt of your renewal of your documents. They will not accept it. So that is why you need to use a direct flight, either a direct flight or you use any airline that will not transit in any of the Schengen territory. So if you watch out, Ethiopian Airlines transits in Ethiopia. So it's still Africa country. So what they mostly need from you is your passport to transit there. And they know that you have the receipt of the renewal of your document. And then you need to add also your document that has expired to it. Turkish Airlines, when you're transiting, you transit in Turkey. So not within the European or the Schengen nation. And then Egypt Airline, you transit in Egypt, still in Africa. Royal Air Maroc, you transit in Africa. So all the airlines where you transit in Africa has no problem with the receipt of your renewal of your document. But those that transit within the European Union will not accept that. Somebody also asked me one time about the type of residence permit that they need to travel. You remember the kind of those residence permits of those days that is as big, it's as big as this paper, very big, you know, it's an A4 sheet. So that kind of paper or document is no longer required for traveling unless you are taking a direct flight. Now we do have the electronic documents. The electronic documents. This also is applicable to passports, especially for those who have who are using the Ghanaian passport. If you are using the Ghanaian passport, excuse me, let me take this caller. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening, sir. Hello. Hello, yes, I can hear you, sir. You sent the message. Hello, you said you sent. They sent you a message. Okay, but who sent you a message? Is it the airline? Is it the airline that sent you the message? A message from my phone. That's what I'm asking. What am I talking to? Oh, this is your agent, travel agent in Italy. How are you? Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. No, we are answering. Yeah, we are answering some questions on live YouTube. So we just want you to join so that you can also benefit from the questions that our friends and our clients are asking. Oh, what was it? Yeah, I'm very big tech. All right. No. I can't travel because I can't make business from Ghana. Okay. Okay. No problem. So. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll call you later then. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for calling. Okay. Bye. Bye. Okay. So somebody asked a question. Children under 16, do they need vaccine? Please, we've answered that before, but I'll still come to it in short time now. Let me quickly finish the one of the passport. If you're having or using the old passport, which is the manual, especially for our clients from Ghana, our friends from Ghana, who are, if you remember, they write on their passport with pen. Well, that is an old one, or some of the Nigerian passport of old. Do you still need those ones to travel? No, the passport you need to travel now should be an electronic passport. As you well know, most of the airports uses machine to scan both your face and your passport. So in this case, if you are using the old passport, it will not accept your departure or your arrival. In Canada, for instance, if you're going to Canada at Toronto Airport, you use the machine to check your passport. In Heathrow, in London, you use the machine to scan your passport. So some of these airports, they do not or they cannot read the passport that is not electronic. The same is with your residence permit. Your residence permit now is being issued in an electronic form. So please try and update your documents. So Mr. Osaro, the child under 16, if they need a vaccine, well, if the question is direct to traveling, if they need a vaccine to travel, for now, it is not a requirement for anybody, not for the adult, neither for the child. It is not a requirement to run or to have a vaccine before you can travel. However, you do need a test, a negative test, before you can travel. So for the vaccine, it's not yet a requirement. By the time it will be a requirement, for sure, we are going to update you as well, and how you can also get the document. Most people do ask me this question: if you are being called on to take the vaccine, will you take it? Will you take the vaccine? Well, it's a personal matter. It's a personal choice. It's a personal choice. But we need to follow the directions of the government. We need to follow the directions of the doctors, because they know better than we do. They know better than we do. I believe that their aim is to protect us and to stop the spread of this whole problem, or this pandemic that is going on. So we need to try and give them some measure of trust when it comes to that. Okay. So I believe that question is also answered. Any child under 16 does not need a vaccine before he or she can travel. However, they do need a test before they can travel, a SARS or PCR test before they can travel. But the minor under 6 years, do not need a PCR test before they can travel, or an antigenic test. No, they don't need it before they can travel. But above 6, they do need it to travel. Each country, sometimes they also have their own rules and laws. For instance, UK requires that a child under 6 should run the test. Nigeria, for instance, says a child from 12 on, below 6 or 6, should not run the test. So you need to first find out where you are going, and then find out what they need in that place where you are going. Lastly, we want to quickly talk about Canada. If you are going to Canada, Canada says that if you are not coming because you are a resident in Canada, you don't have resident, you are not coming back home, you are not coming for work purpose, stay in your house. Don't come, because they will not allow you to go unless you have family members that you're going there to meet, because they are very, very strict, very, very strict. So please be informed. Don't purchase your ticket and say you are going to Canada because you just want to go and visit. For now, it is not required. It is not acceptable for you to go just to visit. Okay, now let's talk about if you're going to Scotland. If you're going to Scotland and you don't want to pay for the quarantine, because the money is big, 1,000 plus is big, pounds is big. So if you don't want to pay that, how can you go? You can still go without paying it. You can move from wherever you are, any of the country that is being required to quarantine in the hotel. You can move and go straight to UK first. When you get to UK, transit in UK and spend about 1 day or 2 days in UK before you go to Scotland. Or you get to UK and from UK you take the train. Or you take the bus to Scotland. However, you still need to do or run your test when you get there. So a lot of information today. We've spent about more than 2 hours explaining so many things. Yes, thanks to you because you came up with questions. That's good. Very encouraging. Please continue next time to prepare questions for us because we are learning. Everybody are learning from your questions. And the more you ask questions, the more you save people from that disappointment at the airport. To purchase a ticket is not easy. It's not just little money. So it's so frustrating that after someone has purchased his or her ticket, get to the airport and you cannot travel. Very disappointing. So we want to do our best to not let that happen. Please let me take this caller. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening, sis. Oh, sorry, sister. I think I sent you also the link to the live chat. Oh, very sorry. Let me send it to you now. Let me send it to you. Yeah, about Abel's this thing, right? No. In fact, that is what they've cancelled it. That is what we are just explaining. Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. Please, since I'm online now, and people are all waiting, let me send you the link so that you join. I will just briefly re-explain it again. Okay? It's on YouTube. Okay, I just want to explain to you so that you just, for the benefit of those who are also following. Okay? All right, okay, send it to you now. I'm sorry that this is what we try to to prevent so that we don't get the same question repeating all the time. So that is why we want to encourage everybody to always be online, to be here with us when we are online. Okay. So our caller is joining us soon. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, Mr. Daniel, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your nice questions that are really updating. We really get the updates from them. Thank you so much. Yeah. So we just wait for our caller who just called to join so that we update her about Royal Air Maroc. Okay, I think she's on. Yeah, she's here. Okay. All right, sister, welcome. Welcome to our channel. Welcome. So we've been here for the past 2 hours now. We've been explaining so many things. And one of these things that we've been explaining is just your question that you asked about Royal Air Maroc. Yes, it's true. Royal Air Maroc has cancelled all its flights to Europe. They have cancelled all its flights to Europe till on the 22nd of May. So, irrespective of where you're coming from to Europe, Royal Air Maroc will not move. So, like you asked on the phone, what is now the next procedure? What next? Well, we've been encouraging our dear passengers, our dear clients to please purchase another ticket, purchase another airline, get another airline ticket. Because we are not even sure if they will move on the 22nd. Why are we not so sure? Because of the inconsistencies of Air Maroc, they are not consistent these days. So because of that, we encourage our passengers to please purchase another ticket. Now, the question that came up after this was, what happens to my former ticket? What happens to the ticket I had before? Well, you can request for a voucher if you know you cannot change your date. Even though we will encourage you to change your date with Royal Air Maroc, but if you cannot change your date, then you request for a voucher. Someone asked before, what is a voucher? A voucher is a code that represents the amount of money that they're supposed to give to you. So whenever you want to purchase another ticket with Royal Air Maroc, you are going to use that voucher to purchase another ticket. Let me give you an example. If your voucher corresponds to 500 euro or pounds, and now you want to purchase another ticket, and the ticket costs 600 euros or pounds, Royal Air Maroc will make you pay the difference of your voucher, between your voucher and your current or your present ticket fare. So the reason why we encourage you to change the dates is for you not to pay these differences. Because if you choose a date that corresponds to your fare or to the class of your ticket, then they will not make you pay any difference. Okay, so in this case, for those who their flights have been cancelled, we beg you to please purchase another ticket. And if you want to purchase another ticket, we encourage you to go for Ethiopia Airlines, Turkish Airlines, or Egypt Airlines. We are not trying to make adverts for anybody, but I'm just trying to let you know the ones that will not disappoint you again, just like Royal Air Maroc has done. Well, in the past, I encouraged some of our clients not to take it because I noticed that they were a bit inconsistent. They were not really reliable. They have their reasons, though. They have their reasons. Yes, you can't force them. It's their reasons. So in this case, we encourage you to please purchase the airline that is reliable. So, sister, I'm very sorry for that sad news. It is sad news because 22nd of May is still very far. It's still very far. So please don't waste any more time. Don't waste time because you might get to that 22nd now and they tell you, no, we cannot move. We want to shift the date forward. So what do? You wait. So if you know you can, just purchase another ticket. Okay. Someone also told me that the Royal Air Maroc is arranging flights for passengers. Well, I called them. It's not true. They are not arranging flights for you. Don't wait for them. They won't arrange flight for you. Because if you wait for them to arrange flight for you, you will be there. You will be there. So please try so that you can really okay, Mrs. Comfort, please, I will answer you in a short while, please. All right. So we still have few minutes to go. We are ending the chat by in 10 minutes time. 10 minutes from now, we'll end it. And if you know you have other questions, bring it up, let's discuss it. Any question about traveling, bring it up. We'll answer your questions direct. Let me see some of the questions that I skipped before. Okay. Yeah, you know what we're also going to do on this channel, whenever we are opportune to be at the airport, we are going to show to you live what is happening also at the airport, like where people get there because of they are not well organized or they didn't plan their trip on time or well with the rightful with the update information. What happens to them? What happens right there at the airport? This will help us to learn and to see that whenever we are traveling, what to do and what not to do. Let me briefly talk on the bags or luggage that you take when you're traveling, the kilos that you can take along when you're traveling. You see, each airline differs from another when it comes to the kilos that they give you when you're traveling. Each airline, they are all different. And based on the country where you are going, it is also different. Let's take, for instance, if you are traveling within Europe, they give you a certain amount of kilos with your ticket or with the fare that you've purchased. Although you can always increase the kilos that you have, but they are limited. There are some airlines that give you just 4 kilos when you're traveling within Europe. There are some airlines that give you 10 kg, while there are some airlines that give you 20 kg plus 10 kg or 20 kg plus 4 kg. Depends on the airline. If you are going to US, for instance, most of the airlines, they give you one bag or one luggage of 32 kg or 23 kg. If you are going to Canada, most times they give you 10 kg or they give you 32 kg or 23 kg or 46 kg, as the case may be. But if you are going to Africa, well, this is also has two ways. You can either purchase a ticket where you purchase a normal ticket. The normal ticket, they can give you like just one bag or one luggage of 23 kg along with your hand luggage, or you purchase an ethnic fare. The ethnic fare has its own advantage. The advantage of ethnic fare is that most times they give you more bags or luggage. They give you a reduction to the fare sometimes. And this ethnic fare is only for those who are going back to their home country or residence country. So with that, you get more luggages. Now, if you have 23 kg or you have 46 kg, and then you have another hand luggage of 8 kilos, what should you do? Should you exceed those kilos? Sometimes some people ask me, if I make it 25 instead of 23, is it okay? Or if I make the hand luggage 12 instead of 8 kilo, is it okay? Well, honestly speaking, it depends on the person, the personnel, or those who are doing the check-in. Sometimes you might be fortunate that the person tells you, let it go, no problem. But sometimes you might meet some people that will tell you, make it 22.9, not even 23. Or they will tell you, make it 23. It should be 23. So our advice is that please weigh your bag or your luggage at home first make it 22.9 or 22.5 before you go to the airport, because the scale you are using might not be so accurate, or it might not be the same with the scale at the airport. So we don't want you to go to the airport, and when you get there, you start opening your bags, removing things, So it's so frustrating. So make the exact kilos that they've given you accurate. This will save your time. This will make your traveling more enjoyable, because you go there, you drop your bags, and off you go. But if they are excess, you either spend more money, because to pay for like 5 kilos more, it's better to buy an extra luggage or extra bag. So you get the point. It doesn't make any sense that you pay for 23 kilos when you're having 5. Okay, so watch out for this as well. Try to know how many kilos you have. Try your best not to exceed these luggages or kilos that they've given to you. Most times people do complain about the bags or the luggages, the baggages or luggage misplaced. Yes, sometimes the airlines, you arrive to your destination and they tell you that your bag did not arrive with the airline. Wow. Why? It could be the error of those working at the airport, but sometimes we can also do something about it. What is it? After weighing or putting your bag on the scale, you arrive to the kilos given to you. We encourage you to get a white sheet, a white piece of paper like this. Write your name and write the destination where you are going. Write it on it and wrap your bag with a nylon, a transparent nylon, so that this nylon will protect what you've written, and it will protect your bag. And those working at the airport will see where you are going, and they will take your bags to the final destination. So please try to follow all this. There are little things. Someone might think it's not that important, but it is very important. It is very, very important that we follow all of this. Because if we do, for sure, we will enjoy our journey quite well. So to round up this live chat, we want to highlight again what we've talked about. We've talked about the airlines that have been canceled today. So before you travel, 2-3 days before you travel, please call your airline again. Call your airline or your agent, or find out if your movement or your schedule is still intact. If not, you don't go to the airport and waste your time. We've talked about the document you need to travel. We've talked about those who need the vaccines, or if you need the vaccines to travel. We've talked about so many things which we cannot name all. But now, what do you want to do? We beg you to use this information to help other people, so that they too, they will learn, or they will not go to the airport and get stranded at the airport. So please feel free to share this information. Feel free to spread this channel, because many people will really appreciate when they hear information like this. In our next video, in our next live chat, we are going to talk about also those who are coming from Africa, or inviting someone from Africa to Europe, to US, to Canada, to Australia, to UK. So remember to link up as many as you can, so that they too, they will benefit from this vital information. I thank you all for joining us. Wow, now More people are coming. More people are coming. Please hold on a minute. Let me just take this call. Hello, sir. Hello. Yeah, good evening, sir. Fine, thank you, sir. Well done, sir. Yes, yes. Which airline are you using, sir? You are using Lufthansa to move on the workplace this Saturday. This Saturday. Okay, okay. Yes, sir. Your flight has not been cancelled. The one that has been cancelled, if you'll be following us on YouTube live since, you hear it. It was it's Royal MRO that has been cancelled. Yeah, 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 yeah. Mm. See, each time you see this link, each time you see our link, please, if it is time to connect to it, just do, because our followers, our viewers, our dear customers, our clients, they ask intelligent and useful questions. Yes, where you can also learn from. I see. I see. Yeah, we'll try and schedule it the time. Yeah, we'll try and schedule next one in the evening where many people can follow. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. 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 Okay. Okay. Yeah. Very important. Sure. Sure. In fact, that is the main reason why we are doing it this way, so that the question you are asking now, we've discussed it. You understand? So we'll continue discussing the same thing. So when you just join it, you find out that yes, exactly, exactly. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mhm. Mm. All right, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, bye. All right, sir. Bye. Hello, bro. Hello. 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 What's up? Hello, bro. What's up? Your own has been cancelled. Though. You're not. You're going nowhere. You're going nowhere. Since you guys said that nobody should come to Canada, so you're going nowhere. Until you open the border now. No, no problem. Okay. Thank you for following us. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I'll talk to you later when I'm done. All right. Okay. Take care. Bye. Bye. Wow. What a great day today. Really, really, really nice. So, do you have questions? If you have questions, bring it up. Bring it up. Let's discuss more questions. The next one is going to be very, very informative because we are going to talk on most of the document. And we are also going to talk about document that you need to apply for citizenship in Italy. The document you need to apply for citizenship in Italy. The time frame, the time you need, how long will you have it? We are going to discuss a whole lot. But meanwhile, in the meantime, prepare all your questions. Prepare all your questions about traveling. Anything about traveling, you're free to ask it. So prepare your questions for next time. I want to sweat next time. I want to sweat with your questions. So please prepare your questions so that it will really, really, really be helpful and useful to everybody. Wow, wow. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful. Since that nobody wants to even leave the this live chat, it's encouraging. It's really, really encouraging. But sadly, we have to end it here. We have to end the live chat for today here. Next time, I will send the link. I will send the link. We'll make a nice schedule and then I'll send it to everybody. Is it schedule or schedule? Well, in US they say schedule. In UK they say schedule. So which one are we going to use here? We're using both. Well, next time we'll make a nice schedule and we'll send the link across so that we can all enjoy or have a good information about what we'll discuss. Until then, remember to always like our videos. Remember to share the videos. Remember to comment on the videos. And most especially, encourage your friends as well to subscribe, because sometimes it is difficult to explain things to somebody, right? Then you will now say, okay, he said that sometimes it will not transmit the message. So encourage them to subscribe, because when they subscribe, they will hear with their own ears and see and listen to what we are saying. Okay? So, all right, hold on. Let me take this caller. Hello? Okay. Okay, caller. Yes, okay. All right. Okay. Before we end it, let's quickly answer this question that just arrived. The question is, does Nigeria accept expired passport in arriving in Nigeria? Nice question, Mr. Sharon. Nice question. This really is very, 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 very important for us to know. Sometimes we don't know it. If we can travel with if our passport has expired, can we still travel with that passport? Well, under normal circumstances, you cannot travel with an expired passport. It's a criminal offense if you travel with your expired passport. So you need to always check your passport before traveling. But you can still travel with your expired passport on one condition, on the condition that your movement is under the emergency state. So if you must travel and your passport, your international passport has expired, you need an emergency traveling certificate. What is that? It's a certificate or a piece of paper that the embassy, your embassy, will issue to you, and you can use that to travel. Let's make an example. If you are traveling from Italy to Lagos, for instance, to Nigeria, you need to go to the Nigeria embassy in Italy and get the ETC, Emergency Traveling Certificate. And with that certificate, you can go to the airport and travel with it, but not with your expired passport, just with the traveling certificate and with your residence permit, obviously. But where is the danger? The danger is when you are coming back to the country where you departed. If you are coming back, you need to get a new passport. If you don't have a valid passport, you cannot return back to where you departed from. So that is, you need an emergency traveling certificate and your international passport when you are returning back. Why do you need the emergency traveling certificate again? Well, you need it to show to the immigration officers when you arrive the country. So my advice to you is that when you are applying for the passport in your home country, do not give them your emergency traveling certificate. Don't leave it with them. If they request that you leave it with them, then make a photocopy of it. If you have a photocopy, you can show that photocopy to the immigration at the airport. So with that, they will know when you arrived and now that you're going back. Because in your new passport, there is no stamp, there is nothing that proves that you came into the country so time. The reason is that, if you have a residence permit, there is a limit of time you can spend outside your resident country. Let's give an example. If you have a residence permit in Italy, I'm using Italy as an example because most of the people know here and our office is located in Italy. If you're moving from Italy with the permesso di soggiorno, and your permesso di soggiorno is 2 years, or a permesso di soggiorno that you don't renew, you cannot spend more than 2 years if your permesso di soggiorno is the one that does not expire. You cannot spend more than 2 years outside Italy. If your permesso di soggiorno is 1 year or 2 years, you cannot spend more than 1 year if it is 2 years. If it is 1 year, you cannot spend more than 6 months in your home country. Or else, if you're coming back, they might give you problem. Hence, when you travel, please watch out this, because so many people have had issues when coming back. Okay. Now back to Mr. Daniel's, was it Mr. Daniel? Yeah. Mr. Daniel's question about traveling with a receipt. If Mr. Daniel is still online, no, sorry, not Mr. Daniel, Mr. George, back to your question. If you're traveling with a receipt, remember that you cannot stay more than 6 months. If you're traveling with a receipt, you cannot stay in Africa more than 6 months before you return. So note that very well. So, Mr. Osaro, I think your question is also answered. You can travel without the expired passport, but with the ETC document, which is the emergency traveling certificate. But when you are coming back, remember that you need to also get your valid passport. But for those who have already applied for their international passport in their resident country, I advise you not to travel until you get your international passport. The reason is that if you travel out of the country with ETC while your passport is in renew, or you've printed, you've been scanned for your passport, you will go to Africa and you will be stranded there, because they will not issue you a new passport there because you've printed in your resident country. So remember this, very important, because we don't want our passengers, our clients, because they are dear to us, our customers, you are all dear to us. We don't want you to go on your journey or your travel and get there, you are stranded. So that's why we give all of this advice. Okay. I think we've answered all the questions. I thank you very much. I thank you all for your participations. I thank you all for your questions, nice questions. This was really, really a great one. Please, next time, we'll still do it again. We'll answer more questions again. Prepare your questions. Invite people, tell people to prepare their questions so that we all will have knowledge about traveling. Because if you don't have knowledge about it, that is where we fall a prey or we are disappointed. Thank you once again. Remember, this is Easy Price Travel Channel. Until we see again, please stay calm and stay safe. Bye, everyone.